Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria, and we are here doing an unboxing of the Tarot of Theta Dreams by Roxana Paul. Now, I got this as part of a Kickstarter campaign for the Graveyard Bar Tarot, which is really quite fun, mixing up some magical elixirs at the same time as bringing some insight, inspiration, and fortune telling to our tarot. So I'll leave the link for the unboxing to this one in the description box and the comments down below in case you're interested in checking that one out as well. But at the same time that I backed this Kickstarter campaign, they also had this one available, and this looked really quite interesting, a little bit mystical, magical, ethereal in this deck. So here we are. So the Tarot of Theta Dreams, and it says here on the back, it says, "We live in a world we dream of. The Tarot of Theta Dreams invites you to explore this magical place full of possibilities and miracles. Theta dreaming is our ability to visualize and imagine our future selves. We can use it to create a reality that we want." So let's open up this deck and see what this is all about. I think I've only seen like a few cards out of it. I haven't seen like the whole deck, so it's pretty much just as much of a surprise to me as it is to you. And to be quite honest, I knew that the Graveyard Bar Tarot was shipping, and I totally forgot until I was opening the box that I had actually ordered a second deck. So anyway, let's crack this open. All right, nice box, nice hard box here. We've got, a magnetic clasp on there, so that's always really quite handy. And whoa, look at that. Beautiful. Okay, so there we go. First impression, pretty good. Anyway, it's got a beautiful inside of the box there, and that first card, that's the Magician. Look at this. That's just so pretty. Anyway, okay, let's get the rest of the cards out. Oh, hopefully the rest are all the same. Look at the back of that deck. That is absolutely fabulous. Okay, here we go. I am not regretting this purchase whatsoever. And let me tell you, usually when you get stuff off Kickstarter, it's not cheap, right? Usually a little bit more money because it's not mass produced, but it's also usually fairly high standard of quality as well. So anyway, so that is the box. Got a nice little ribbon there to easily pull the deck out. But I'm going to put the box away because I'm no longer interested in it. I want to crack these cards open. So back of the deck, beautiful. We've got this beautiful purpley pink gilded edge on there, and if you watched my channel for any length of time, you know I am a sucker for a gilt edge deck. So just love them. Let's have a quick look at the cardstock, and yeah, it's fairly decent cardstock here. It is like a cardboard. It's a little bit thicker. There's a matte finish on here, and they are about a standard tarot size. Let me see, I've got a regular Rider-Waite card right here, so just a tiny little smidge bigger, but really not anything to write home about. So really quite nice. These do have a little bit of a bend to them, but they've actually got they're fairly good quality and good cardstock on there. So they're not going to bend super easily, but you can also bend them enough to work with them. So I don't riffle shuffle my cards, right? That's where you turn them to the side and go. I don't usually do that to mine because it does ruin them over time. But anyway, so however you want to shuffle it should be fine. It's probably not going to with this cardstock. It's probably not going to fan all that well, right? Just because they're not slippery and they are a little bit stiffer. But hey, they'll last you a long time as well. Anyway, so there we go with that. So what do we have here? We've got invitation, the Tarot Club VIP membership, and you can join that if you want. And there we go. I don't know if that's just for people that have purchased the cards, but anyway, let me see, what else do I have on here? The Tarot of Theta Dreams book. You can download the link, so that's awesome. Okay, and then we get into the cards. So let's just get right into these things because these look absolutely gorgeous. We've got our magician that we saw already. Beautiful rainbow. He's got power. We do have the infinity symbol here. He's got a wand in his hand. What else does he have? He's got the power of his hand, and I don't really see a lot else necessarily, but anyways, you get the idea with him. The high priestess, beautiful, just as gorgeous. In here we've got pillars behind her. We've got a book of knowledge, and this kind of looks like water and whatever flowing all around her. So again, really pretty. We've got the moon behind her also. Got the Empress, beautiful, lots of flowers, things growing all around, holding a pomegranate. There's your pomegranate there. Pomegranates, of course, way back in the day, pomegranates represented wealth and luxury. Not everyone could afford those things, right? But anyways, gorgeous. She is preggers on there, so beautiful. Got the Emperor. You don't usually see the Emperor quite so happy and vibrant, do you? Anyways, but there he is. So he does have a little bit of a throne. Not sure what this is. That looks like, I don't know, it kind of looks like a crystal ball, but it might be like the earth, could be. Anyway, but yeah, there he is. He's looking confident, quite dashing in his appearance. Actually, I'm going to put these face up, and that way if you want to see them, you can see them. I'll just do this with them, I think. 2, 3, 4. I'll put them in like 6, and then I'll put them on top of each other. We've got the Hierophant. Beautiful. Usually, a lot of times, the Hierophant card is kind of a little bit boring sometimes. But in this one, I mean, we do have 2 people down here. They don't exactly look super happy. They might be getting a lecture from their religious leader, or they could be doing something really serious, listening to some information or getting some guidance perhaps here. But beautiful. You know, we've got a book there. We've got the 2 people here. We've got this beautiful, I don't know what you call it on his head. I mean, obviously a hat. But it's not called a hat. I just don't remember the actual name of it. But anyways, really pretty. Look at how they just kind of flow. We've got the Lovers card. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, this Lovers card, we've got 3 people. Now, usually we do have in the Lovers card, we've usually got like a guardian angel or spirit up here with wings. In this case, he's right here. So very interesting that this should actually have 3 characters on this one. All right. Now, this could be that perhaps it's like unisex, right? It could be that, you know, who are the lovers? Is it the 2 women on there? Is it, well, maybe it's all 3 of them. I don't know. But anyways, so yeah, but perfectly wonderful. But it was also, there we go. Okay, thank you. It could also be because the Lovers card, yes, it can represent true love and soulmate and connection and meeting your higher self and all of this stuff, but it also used to be called the Choice. And so perhaps the dashing feller on this card is choosing his partner, choosing who is right for him, who is my actual soulmate. So this could perhaps be that that reflection and interpretation of that. Anyway, still really beautiful and really pretty card. Ooh, look at the Chariot. Wonderful. I don't know what it is, but it's really pretty. It almost looks like an octopus with tentacles. And is she the octopus, or is she just driving the octopus? I'm not really too sure. Or maybe the octopus's tentacles down here are supposed to be like the wheels of the chariot, maybe. Anyways, but we are in control of that situation, whatever that happens to be. That's it's really quite, it's cool it's like fantastical, right? It's like a little bit of fantasy. Well, that's kind of what this is supposed to be, right? A dreamy kind of ethereal deck. I've got the Justice card. It's still absolutely gorgeous here, right? We've got this beautiful sword. Look at that sword. It almost looks like a crystal wand. We've got the scales. The scales, interestingly enough, almost look like, talk about dreamy, they almost look like two lights, those pendulum lights that people have in their dining rooms. But if you also look at it, it almost looks like the Eiffel Tower or something on each one of those cards. Her dress is absolutely gorgeous. Kind of want that. Anyways, but our Justice card. We've got our Hermit. And again, usually the Hermit a lot of times is kind of a little bit of a darker card. It's not usually like super vibrant, but this one is, right? Follow the path that lights your soul. If you're going to spend some time alone, do it in this beautiful garden. Really gorgeous. Might connect with a wise old sage there somewhere, but looks very, very tropical. A little bit tropical. I gotta say, the colors on this thing, I mean, I don't know how they're coming through on the camera, but I would think the camera's picking up the colors really quite well. There we go. Just gorgeous. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. So we do have she is sailing, she's in the flow. Remember with the Wheel of Fortune, the ebb and the tide, the flow of life. Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down, sometimes we're expanding, sometimes we're contracting, sometimes we have good luck, sometimes not so much, right? And so she's like in this boat, right? But she's like in the flow, and then we do have a wheel right behind, and the wheel is a portal to something. So it looks like it's really quite cool in that kind of interpretation of that, right? So are you going to expand? Are you going to grow? Or are you going to kind of contract and stay where you are, perhaps, right? We can certainly open doors of opportunity and things like that with the Wheel of Fortune. So beautiful. We've got like this little space age city or something behind her as well. Strength. Gorgeous. Got our lion, right? You can't have the Strength card without a lion. I mean, you can, I guess, but it's just not the same. And she's just standing there in strength. The lion is actually like, if you look at the look on the lion's face, he's almost looking up at her like adoringly. And of course, it takes a lot of inner strength and compassion and kindness, right, to tame that lion. But yeah, gorgeous. And the lion, the Strength card in this deck is card number 11. Okay, the Justice card is number 8. So if you know some of the history of tarot, you do know that this is actually kind of the original way that it was. And then if I remember correctly, when Rider-Waite-Smith came out, they were reversed. So this is actually a little bit more traditional, but not quite as common in there. And ultimately, does it matter? Sometimes, especially numerologically, it does have a little bit more significance. Anyway, we've got the Hanged Man, and there he is, tangled up with some vines on his feet. Hanging there is really pretty, a little bit of greenery on there, a little bit more green. But he's not struggling. He's just kind of like, yeah, this is quite comfortable. This is really good on my back, stretching out all my joints. This is fine. So yeah, gorgeous. Whoa. Okay. So there are a few cards that I always look at whenever I get a new deck. Okay. I mean, obviously I appreciate them all, and I won't say these are necessarily, I don't necessarily look at these because they're my favorite cards. I look at them because the imagery on them between decks is always really interesting. And so I look at the Death card, I look at the Devil, and I look at the Star, right? And there's some other ones on my list that I do look at, but those are my top 3 that I tend to look at. Look at this Death card. That is gorgeous, scary, but gorgeous at the same time, right? I mean, death isn't necessarily supposed to be pretty, right? Death does tend to be a little bit scary, whether it's an actual death of someone or something, or if it's death of a dream or death of an era, right? That kind of thing. But of course, leads to new beginnings. That's why we have flowers that are blossoming, right? So, I mean, yes, sure, she's got like a skeleton face, and she's got, you know, her scythe there, which is very traditional. But at the same time, she's blossoming with beauty and love and renewal and new beginnings, and we're transforming something, but we're leaving something behind at the same time. But it's really, really gorgeous in that just, yeah, striking is what it is. Very striking. Got temperance here as well. Beautiful, very, very dreamy, very ethereal. And we've got the vases, right? And actually, we've got like a rainbow braid hold between those vases. I guess that's supposed to be like the water between the two. But we're creating like this beautiful rainbow of magic. They're very, very pretty. It just kind of really draws you in. Oh, and our devil. Okay, remember I said the death card, devil card, and the star. I do look at the tower as well, but anyway, but look at that devil card. I mean, fire and brimstone, yes, but we've actually got quite the dashing looking devil on there if it wasn't for the horns. But this is, you know, the kind of character that could tempt you, and that could be, come here, I have something for you. The first one's free, right? That kind of thing. And you would be very entranced by his beguiling ways, right? So things start out good, and then woof, they turn a little bit challenging. But anyways, but certainly a really beautiful devil card, actually. And this fire, you know, that is coming up. It's just, it leaps off your page, right? Anyways, so yeah, so really cool card. Here's our tower, and yeah, we've got fiery, we've got calamity there, we've got the lid blown off, all that kind of stuff. We don't have any people on this one that I see. So usually we've got people jumping for their lives, quick run for your life. I'd rather jump off of this thing than get caught up in it. But we certainly do have some like fire and brimstone up there, and more often than not, the tower does come in as some information or a shocking revelation and things like that, right? And often, though, it's something we kind of felt the buzz about already, right? We kind of knew about already. Our intuition had already shown us, right? But the tower can certainly get you unstuck, that's for sure, usually in very unpredictable and shocking ways. But anyways, out with the old, in with the new, in quite the sometimes shocking way. Anyway, so yeah, so there's our tower. And our star. Remember I said that was my number 3 that I look at. Oh, it's purpley. Oh, I love purple. It's by purple and blue. You know, we've got our vases, putting water back into the earth. We're nourishing things here. Absolutely gorgeous. Is there a star on here? No. So I would have loved to see a star. Okay, even if it was like a shooting star in the background or something. However, the star card is restoring serendipity after the calamity and the disaster that the tower can bring, right? The stars, where we find a little peace, we find balance. Sometimes we're reflecting, but hope and inspiration restored. Sometimes miracles and blessings come out with this one, right? So it does bring about that sense of calm. And so it is a really beautiful card. The only thing, like I said, that it's missing is a star. Anyway, but beautiful nonetheless. Oh, look at the moon. The moon card, absolutely gorgeous. I just can't say enough about this deck. I'm probably going to have to speed up a little bit here because we're probably going to be here forever. But anyways, there's the moon. We've got, we've got this beautiful figure on that card. Oh, geez, I'm sorry. That was my geriatric dog knocking over her food dish. Sorry about that. Anyways, but we do have, it looks like 2 wolves, but I think it's a wolf and a dog. I think that's the wolf probably, and that's the dog. Anyways, we do have the moon behind. We don't often see a person on the moon card, but we do on this one. Anyway, so that is the moon. We've got the beautiful, vibrant sun. We've got children playing. We've got the sun in the background. We've got our obligatory sunflowers on there, bringing us some growth and joy and abundance and all kinds of wonderful things. So love that. Very vibrant, very happy card. Judgment card there. We've got a little bit of stormy seas, which maybe sometimes that can happen, right? We've got a ship ready to sail, making a decision, final judgment here, right? Again, we don't necessarily, we do see people on the judgment card, right? We usually see people coming out of their coffins or out of the grave, kind of thing. Then we usually have like a guardian angel over top. So, perhaps this figure here is like the guardian angel, calling us to the light, calling us to action, calling us to make a decision, right? But anyways, but gorgeous. And we've got the World card there as well. So we've got some flowers representing abundance here. And I don't know what this is here. I don't know if that's a planet or if that's maybe the portal, right? Because the World card, we, can certainly represent the end of an era, the start of a new one, or, that stepping into the unknown, expanding our horizons. But anyways, absolutely gorgeous card. And then we've got our Fool. Our Fool card there. We've got our dashing fellow. He's got our trusty companion, our dog. He is he's about to start an adventure. He's about to start on a journey. Interestingly enough, our little gentleman there has some flowers or something in his hair. Does he have a backpack? He doesn't have his little satchel thing, but it looks like he's got some things shoved into his pockets. But anyways, gorgeous. Okay, so the minors, we're going to go through a little bit faster, I think, here. Otherwise, like I said, I think we're going to be here forever if I don't. So, Ace of Cups. They're just so pretty. Ace of Cups. Got our 2 of Cups. Our 3 of Cups. 4 of Cups. 5 of Cups. That one's interesting. See, look at that. It's like half a female there and half like male. We've got our cups here in our anchor. They're all upright though. Interesting. Might have to sit with that one for a little bit. Anyway, onwards. 6 of Cups. 7 of Cups. Our 8 of Cups. Our little cat's about to knock one over. If you have a cat, then you know exactly what that means. Cat's mission in life is to knock things off of a shelf. Our 9 of Cups. That's pretty cool. He doesn't actually look all that happy, though. Usually the 9 of Cups, right? Your wish fulfillment, you've achieved your goals, you're feeling good, you're feeling content, all this kind of stuff. And he doesn't look super happy, but I guess maybe he's content. I don't know. Anyway, 9. Here's our 10 of Cups. Beautiful and radiant. I guess he's got a little smile on his face. Our Page of Cups, always full of whimsy, always full of, a little bit of, I don't know, a little bit of dreamy kind of energy there. Our Knight of Cups. Oh, he's taking control of that octopus there, isn't he? We've got Queen of Cups. Beautiful. Gosh, gorgeous. Our King of Cups. Well, hello, Mr. King Neptune. It does have a little bit of an ocean theme as we go through some of these cups, right? We do have these octopus tentacles appearing in a number of these cards. Whoa. Ace of Pentacles. Look at that. Would you just love to have that come in your way? Absolutely. Two of Pentacles. Our Three of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Oops, is that? There we go. Our Five of Pentacles. Always a challenging card, pretty much. Our Six of Pentacles. Usually a very welcome card. Our Seven of Pentacles. It's an interesting one. Usually we do have those pentacles on a bush or a tree. In this case, they're kind of floating above this tower. Our Eight of Pentacles. There's our tree. Anyways, our Eight of Pentacles right there. Our Nine of Pentacles. Very nice. 10 of Pentacles. There we go. We always like to have that one, don't we? Our Page of Pentacles. He's very green, isn't he? Our Knight of Pentacles. He doesn't have a horse, but, you know, he looks very confident and very patient in whatever he's doing. Queen of Pentacles. Our King of Pentacles. Very green in the court cards of the Pentacle suit, aren't they? Anyways, our Mr. Prosperity himself, the King of Pentacles. The Ace of Swords. Oh, that is so pretty. Look at that. Two of Swords. Three of Swords. Our Four of Swords. Very calm. Our Five of Swords. Oh, interesting. We've got a puppy dog on there. Well, sometimes we have to be a little ruthless to survive sometimes there. Anyway, we've got the Six of Swords. Interesting. We usually do, we more often than not do have a boat on this one. In this case, she's collected her swords all face down and is just moving on to cooler, calmer pastures. Our Seven of Swords. Eight of Swords. Whoa, look at the rainbowy colors on that. Gorgeous. A lot of times the Eight of Swords is a little bit, just the imagery tends to be a little bit challenging, but this reminds you here that you're actually more in control of releasing yourself from a situation than you give yourself credit for. Got our Nine of Swords. The things that go bump in the night can sometimes be a little bit scary and anxious, and it looks like we're, kind of in the midst of this kind of dead forest. 10 of Swords, yeah, stabbed in the back. Ouch. But even then, we do have the sun rising, or maybe that's the sun setting. Depends how you look at it. Our Page of Swords. Filled with a sense of wonder. Knight of Swords. So, and again, then he's not on a horse as would be typical or traditional, but anyways, he gets the kind of the point. He looks very confident, doesn't he? Our Queen of Swords. Oh, gorgeous. A lot of times, I mean, she looks so warm, doesn't she? She looks warm and friendly. And, you know, she does have her sword up in the air, so we do need to be cautious sometimes. But, you know, but a lot of times she's shown as, you know, being very, usually not super, super colorful, right? Usually like a little bit of a darker card. I mean, it's swords, so it's air, it's winter, right? But this one, she just really gorgeous. And the Queen of Swords quite often is very misunderstood. We've got the King of Swords. Hey, he's purpley again. There we go. Purpley. He's mature. He's confident. He's got clarity, a sense of purpose. Great and excellent communicator. We've got the Ace of Wands. Whoa, I love that. Look at that dragon. We've got the head of the dragon at the top, and we've got the tail of the dragon somewhere down below. And wow, fiery. That's super gorgeous. Our Two of Wands. We're ready to making some decision. We're ready to embark on some sort of adventure or journey or a change or something. Anyways. Three of Wands, pitter patter, let's get at her. Yeah, we've got three spires in the background, so that could potentially be the wands there, but he's just waiting for his ship to come in. Our Four of Wands, very happy, very vibrant card. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4 trees on the background, representing our roots, our foundation, right? And yeah. Our Five of Wands, we've got some dragons in the background there. They're all peering at this guy. And he's actually got little dragon wings on the back of him. Very interesting interpretation of that. But anyways, yeah, so those dragons, are we working together? Are we competing with a good spirit, or are we about to tear each other apart? Who knows? Anyway, we've got the Six of Wands. Beautiful. Still accompanied by our dragons. These are more fiery dragons. Of course, Six of Wands, an energy of victory, success, getting recognition. Great energy. Seven of Wands. Yep, we've got that inner fire, that power, that strength, that confidence to stand up for ourselves, stand our ground. Yeah. Eight of Wands. Ooh, well, hello, Mr. Dragon. I do like the dragons on here. And Mr. Dragon, it's my cat does that. Little companion there, I guess, on the journey. But yeah, where am I putting that there? Nine of Wands, our world-weary little traveler there, perhaps. 10 of Wands. That is probably one of the most beautiful 10 of Wands cards that I have ever seen. Interesting that the wands on here, right, we do have like fire and flame and stuff, and there's no fire and flame on these ones. So the 10 of Wands can certainly be maybe your flame has been extinguished, perhaps. Certainly the end of a journey, but we've never given up, right? So, we're sometimes a little bit stressed and tired when we do get that one. Got the Page of Wands, filled with excitement and a sense of wonder and adventure. Anyway, he's really quite pretty. He's got a scepter by the looks of it, which I guess is his wand. The Knight of Wands. Oh, we don't have a horse, but we've got a couple of dragons on here helping him to on a speedy journey. Our Queen of Wands. Oh, gorgeous. Look at this. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but look at this dragon in the background. Can you see it? It's kind of a little bit ghostly. She's got a little bit of a dragon wing on there, and actually looks like she's sitting on a dragon throne, perhaps. Anyway, really cool. And we have our King of Wands. Oh, he's got like a little baby dragon. He's got a big one behind him. So there's some really cool, oh, there's another one down there. How many dragons does he have? I don't even know. Three, I think. Anyways, he's got a few dragons there. Again, he's sitting on one. Anyways, gorgeous card. Anyway, wow. So I am so glad I bought this deck. This is just, I don't know, absolutely gorgeous. So I would love to know your thoughts. Do you have this one? I would love to hear from you, because it's just got such great vibes on this one, and obviously just a dream, just a beauty to look at. So I just can't say enough about it. It's just totally drawn me in, and not every deck does that. So anyway, so I would love to know if you have this. What are your thoughts on it? Did you like it? What was your favorite card? Would love to hear from you. But I will put whatever links I can find so you can try and buy this thing if you want down below. And of course, also the link for our Graveyard Bar Tarot as well. But man, oh man, I am loving this thing. So anyways, I thank you guys so very much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye.